Hi, I'm Royston Guest, author of the #1 bestseller Built to Grow, and welcome. I was recently doing a radio interview, and one of the questions I was asked was related to the myths that I talk about in my book related to growing businesses. And they are so powerful and so important for all of us, irrelevant of what stage you're on in terms of growing your business, that I just want to take a couple of minutes to share these myths with you and allow you to do a sense check or a thermometer check of where you are on the journey against these three myths. So the first of the myths is simply this, that when you ask a business owner, business leader, an entrepreneur about how their business is going or how successful they are, one of the measures of success that people will quote is the turnover or revenue of the business. So they go, oh, Royce, I'm a £250,000 business, or £500,000 or £1 million or a £5 or a £10 million business. And it always intrigues me that very few will quote a profit figure. Most will quote a turnover figure. And that leads me to think about, when you think about the dynamics and the important measures and metrics in your business growth journey, turnover is only one of the factors. And actually, turnover, profit, and cash are the three metrics that, for me, should be imprinted firmly on the minds of all of us as business owners, leaders, and entrepreneurs. And yet, the way I think about those three measures is simply this, that turnover is vanity, the profit is sanity, and cash is reality. And too many businesses get hung up on the vanity line of the turnover. And it's only one measure of success. I always remember a great friend of mine who set his first business up back in the 1980s. And he tells a story about in his first year in business, he made more money than British Leyland. And everybody looks at him as if he was crazy because back in the 1980s, British Leyland was a massive FTSE 100 business. And his simple answer was this. He said, in my first year in business, British Leyland lost £10.2 million. I made £423. Turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash is reality. Cash is the fuel that allows us to really drive our growth strategies. So from a business perspective, the myth is don't get hung up on turnover, be really focused on how turnover relates to profitability and in turn, how you use cash and manage your cash to generate the growth in your business. So that's the first of the myths. The second is centered around the why you set your business up in the first place. And I talk to so many entrepreneurs, and the entrepreneurs who are really focused on making a difference, throwing the boomerang out there, and are either focused on disrupting an industry, or they've seen a gap in the marketplace, or they just see a better way of serving customers where they're not being served in the way that they believe they can be served, are the businesses that are really successful. The ones that aren't so successful are where the business owner, the leader, or the entrepreneur goes into business because they want to make more money. Money is the byproduct. It's the output of really being focused on making a difference. And if you really truly want the output bowl to be where you want it to be, focus on the contribution, focus on the input bowl, focus on throwing the boomerang far and wide, and focus on adding more value than other people ever thought you'd be able to do. And in the process of doing that, then yes, the money, the trappings, the rewards will come. But it's that outward focus that must be the starting point of the journey. And then the third of these myths is related to this whole concept of overnight successes. There is no such thing as an overnight success. Growing a business takes tenacity, it takes commitment, it takes you putting in the miles and the hours in order to get it to where you want it to be. And in doing that, there's two pathways that you can follow. One is a pathway of trial and error. And if you purely go down that pathway, it's going to elongate your timeline. And boy, you're going to burn time, resources, money, effort on the journey. And the second thing you can do is fast track your success by tapping into proven models of growth that people have already gone down the pathway that you've gone down and where you can learn from others' mistakes and also what works. And Built to Grow is undoubtedly one of those models. 2 decades of literally working with tens of thousands of businesses of all different shapes and sizes, industries, across 27 countries. It's a proven model for how you can deliver accelerated, sustained and profitable growth in your business. And the great news is the audiobook version is available now on audible.co.uk. And even better, you can get it for free. Now, how can you get it for free? If you're not already a subscriber to Audible, if you go onto Audible, search Built to Grow, and you get it as part of their 30-day free trial, you get the book for free. That's an absolute win-win. And even if you don't choose to subscribe to Audible moving forward, you'll have Built to Grow your copy where you can tap into the proven success formula for delivering accelerated, sustained growth in your business. So audible.co.uk, search Built to Grow, get your copy as part of Audible's 30-day free trial. From me, Royston Guest, until we speak next time, goodbye for now and good luck on your growth journey and your Built to Grow journey.